The CBC just posted this article a few days ago stating that the real estate market is continuing its slowdown and we're seeing prices drop about 22% since February. Before I get into this article, like and subscribe below, or you can also add me on Instagram at DavidViccinelli_realtor. I'm David Viccinelli. I'm a broker with Royal LePage. Now let's dig into what this article is really saying. The article then states that average prices dropped about 20% since February, and that we are seeing the amount of sales at a 6-month low since February, since the Bank of Canada started to increase its interest rates back in March. The article further states that sales were down about 24%, and average sale price was down about $200,000 since the peak of February of this year. However, what the article doesn't really get into, since it is national news, is that certain markets performed better this year than they did last year. Here in the GTA, average sale price was up 0.9% when you compare to August of 2021. So you have to take these numbers as a whole when looking at the overall Canadian market. However, yes, even here in the Toronto market, there was a decrease in sales and the average price. And there is a definite divide for what we saw earlier this year as we've seen today. And the article then further states how the market has shifted to now it's more of a buyer's market. And yes, we are definitely seeing that here in Toronto as well. But what it doesn't state is why we're having such a discrepancy from what we saw in February as opposed to today. So the interest rate increases since March has definitely affected the amount of demand we're seeing. But the other side of the equation was always supply. Earlier in the year, we had critically low levels of inventory, which was driving the price up. However, what we're seeing today is more of, I wouldn't say a balanced market, but we are seeing buyers with more choice. And that is why we're kind of back to a normal market, not what we saw in the peak in February, which was an outlier. Economist Robert Kavicic, I hope I said that right for my Croatian and Serbian friends, says we are back to the numbers we saw pre-COVID. So if you look at average sale price, say pre-January 2021, which we know that the Bank of Canada was keeping interest rates really low to stimulate the economy after that point. Well, if you look before that, we're back to our annual returns we've seen the past 30 years, which is roughly around anywhere from 6.5% to 7% annually. And then the article then talks about the disconnect, which we are seeing here in the GTA, between what sellers are expecting to sell their price for as opposed to what's happening in the market today. Some sellers are still trying to see the levels they saw in February and are not budging. Unfortunately, they do have to come and realize that the market has shifted, and in order to sell their home, they have to see what the average sale price is selling for today and not look to what they were selling back in February. However, what I love is that the article finishes off and states that the market is still very active, and we are definitely seeing that today. Homes are still selling, and they are still selling for a really good price point. So if you are thinking of selling too, it's always a good idea to reach out to your mortgage broker and talk to your realtor. If you want to make an appointment with me, I'm always here to help. Please feel free and reach out. Hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you like this article and want me to do more, like and share, and I'll be in touch soon. Bye for now.